Dear, let us check the one model paper. University. Journalize the following transactions in a book of a trader. So, let us check out what are the journal entries generally found in our question paper. So, on 1st April 2013, purchased goods worth rupees 5,000 less 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount. So this is a variety of transaction. See, purchased goods worth rupees 5,000. That means purchases account debtor to cash account. Before going to write this transaction amounted to rupees 5,000, here a trade discount is there, less 20% trade discount, less 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount. So, for this the journal entry was purchases account debtor to discount account to cash account. So the total amount of purchases was 5,000. In that 20% of trade discount we have to deduct into 20 by 100. That means 0, 0, 2 5s are 10. That means 1,000 rupees of trade discount should be 1,000 rupees of trade discount should be deducted under 5,000 rupees. Then it becomes 4,000. Now the total amount of purchases was 4,000, not the 5,000. So for the purchases amount debited rupees 4,000, not the 5,000. Why? Because trade discount should not record in our books. This will be deducted into total price. So 5,000 total purchases. In that 1,000 rupees, that means 20% of trade discount is there. That 20% of trade discount 1,000 was deducted from the total amount and remaining net amount of purchases was recorded under purchase account. Then again cash discount is also there. Cash discount 5% of cash discount. Then 4,000 rupees of net amount was getting 5% of cash discount. 200. That means the total payable amount was 4,000 on behalf of purchases. In that 200 we received discount. So remaining 3,800 should be paid only to the customer. So that we paid in a cash rupees 3,800 and 200 getting discount. So credited to discount column rupees 200 and credited to cash column rupees 3,800. So this is the entry, one kind of entry which was generally found in our public examination question papers. So purchases made, but the amount of purchases having the trade discount and at the same time cash discount. So trade discount should not be recorded in our books, so that it will be calculated and deducted from the total amount. So this 20% was calculated on the total amount, that was 1,000. So this amount was deducted from the total amount and then the remaining was treated only the net purchases should be recorded in our books, that is purchases account debtor 4,000. Then come to another discount, that is cash discount. This is also there in our transaction. This cash discount was calculated on net amount of purchases 5%, that occurs 200. So this cash discount deducted from the net amount of purchases, then remaining 3,800 was paid on cash, through cash. So the entry purchases account to debtor to discount account to cash account. So net purchases were 4,000, discount received in that 4,000 also again 200, then remaining 3,800 only was paid in a form of cash. Next, see another transaction. Received rupees 900. Received rupees 900 from Ravi, whose account was written off as bad previously. Received rupees 900 from Ravi, whose account was written off as bad previously. So the Ravi's account was, Ravi is a debtor to us. His account was previously recorded as a bad, that means he is unable to pay to us, so that his account was reduced or recorded as a bad debt in our account, in our books previously. Now he is able to pay that balance amount 900. Then we received from Ravi, that means cash account debtor to not Ravi's account, that bad debts receivable account. Bad debts cash account debtor to bad debts receivable account. Why? Because previously he unable to pay, for that purpose he was recorded as a bad debt. That means previously we recorded his account as a bad, so that bad debts account debtor to Ravi's account. Before this entry, Ravi was a debtor to us, so that Ravi's account debtor to sales, maybe sales account. So Ravi's account firstly recorded when he taking goods from us in a form of sales, credit sales, so that Ravi's account debtor to sales account. But he doesn't pay the amount. In that situation, he was recorded, he was cancelled in our, he was cancelled by us in our accounts. That is, previously he was debited here, but we cancelled his account in our books regarding the credit and treated that amount was not received and treated as a bad debt, so that we created a new account, that is bad debts account debtor to Ravi's account. So these two transactions were previously recorded in our books. So after some days, he now paid to us rupees 900, his previous debt which was balanced. Then already we closed his account in our books. Why? Because see here, first of all he is a debtor into our account. Then his debit balance was closed due to the unable to pay of his debt. Ravi is credited here. Then closed his account previously. Now he pays, or he paid their debt, so that we recorded previous bad debts was received. So this account now was credited, so that we received in a form of cash from Ravi, cash account debtor Then not Ravi's account, 2 bad debts receivable account. Previously we recorded a bad debts account, or we create a bad debts account. This now was cancelled due to the payment of Ravi, the balance. So 2 bad debts receivable account. So this is also another kind of journal entry. So previously recorded bad debt, now we received. If we received that amount, the entry for that was cash account debtor to bad debts receivable account, not the Ravi account. Why? Because Ravi's account was previously closed in our books. Understood? See the next transaction. On 17th April, bought a house for rupees 5,000 and a carriage for rupees 3,000 for delivering goods to customer. That means here 2 transactions involved in one transaction, that is purchasing of a house. That means asset. Asset was purchased in a form of house and carriage expenses were paid. So the both were debit aspects. As per the real account, house, when we purchased house account debtor, then we paid expenses as per the nominal account. Carriage was expenditure. So that carriage was debited. Carriage account debtor to. For these 2 items, we paid some amount, that was 8,000, including house and cartage. So that to cash account, we lose our cash for these 2 events. So the entry for this transaction was house account debtor carriage account debtor to cash account. So 5,000 rupees for house, 3,000 rupees for carriage, total becomes 8,000 we paid in a form of cash. So this is a journal entry for this transaction.